I use this opportunity to welcome you all to this 2021 Budget Defense Meeting. It is a great honor and privilege to be in your midst for this 2020 Budget Performance Evaluation and 2021 Budget Defense. You may wish to recall that Mr. President, on the 28th of October 2020, laid before the joint session of the National Assembly the 2021 budget proposal for the Federal Republic of Nigeria, tagged Budget of Economic Recovery. In order to fast-track the passage of the budget, the second reading of the appropriation bill has been done by the respective chambers of the National Assembly, and the bill committed to the Committee on Appropriation and other standing committees of the House for further legislative action. As a tradition, all committees of the National Assembly are to invite MDAs under them to appear and defend or justify the budget proposal. In line with the standing orders of the House of Representatives, this budget defense meeting is mainly for the committee to determine from you and your management team the level of performance of the approved 2020 Appropriation Act as it relates to capital project implementation, challenges, and the way forward. Honorable colleagues, you recall that the President affirmed that to maintain the peace in the Niger Delta region for economic and social activities to thrive, the sum of 24.27 billion was allocated for the capital projects of the Ministry of Niger Delta to support the development of the region by facilitating the completion of important ongoing projects. Going further, the President reiterated the main thrust of the capital spending program in 2021 is the completion of as many ongoing projects as possible across the country. But looking at the capital projects before us, it seems majority of the projects are new projects, which is quite different from Mr. President's submission. Honorable members, we cannot continue to run country like this, where you have abandoned projects scattered all over the country. On close examination of the 2021 capital projects of the ministry, majority of the ongoing projects in 2020 budget which has not been completed are not captured in 2021 budget estimate. We as a committee will make sure that we scrutinize this budget before us and ensure that the right budget is presented to the people of the Niger Delta region. Honorable Minister, the committee wants to know if there was an appreciable compliance to the approved 2020 Appropriation Act as it relates to releases of funds for the various capital projects implementation, or if there are challenges that require legislative intervention. In line with this budget defense arrangement, you are expected to brief this committee the activities of your ministry as it relates to 2020 Appropriation Act. Members will ask questions as it relates to your 2020 budget performance. Thereafter, you will now justify or defend before the committee the proposed 2021 budget estimates of your ministry as presented to the National Assembly by Mr. President. I thank you all and God bless.
So, Mr. Chairman, for the Ministry of Niger Delta Affairs, I'll start by saying that we definitely would have invited you to join us to commission a lot of projects, which we have completed in the last 2020 budget year. But many people have the illusion that maybe the ministry is not doing much, but they are not aware. So as soon as this 2021 budget estimate that we are presenting before you is over, we will send you the list of completed projects across the Niger Delta region so that you can fix this. You'll be doing both oversight functions as well as joining us to commission most of those projects for the benefit of the people. So for the 2020 budget performance, you asked that we should do a bit of preview. It's my privilege and honor to present the 2021 proposed budget for your consideration, and you have permitted me to preview the 2020 budget of the ministry. As you stated earlier, Mr. Chairman, a total sum of about 23.4 billion was approved as 2020 appropriation after the national budget was presented and amended for the 2020.
If you see 4A, it's a level of implementation of capital project in 2020. We need to hear a little bit of how you have performed in 2020 budget.
That's what I'm going to. That's what is done. So from personnel expenditure, we have, I believe strongly that we can say that we have captured about 72% as at now. And then, of course, in terms of capital, just a slight correction there. We just received some money a few days ago. And so we have been able to, we have got up to 18 billion for the capital expenditure now. And that, in my view, represents about, it represents about 85%. 85%. We just got some money before we came here. So that represents about 85% in terms of the capital releases. And of course, we have to do compliance with due process. And so we believe strongly that before the end of the month and before the middle of December, most of the monies will have been utilized because we had complied with the necessary advertisements and due process in terms of procurement. So, it's a good news, Mr. Chairman. Which one? So for the capital performance, in actual terms, Mr. Chairman, because the release came late, we can say that we have done about 20%, not 10%. But we have the funds available to see how fast we can move to at least raise it to a level, since releases have now reached almost 80%, but they came back to back. And then we had to go through due process. So that is the situation, but we assure you that after this, working together, we should be able to get up to 50-60% in terms of capital performance.